everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we're talking about MINATORY. MINATORY. Well, MINATORY is not a word that is made up. MINATORY is a word that exists in the dictionary, and the meaning of the word means something that conveys threat. It's basically threatening in short, right? So that's the meaning of the word. But we are music people and we have a different meaning of the word, and that's what we are exploring today. In 2014, let's jump in straight to the history because I love history lessons, right? So in 2014, there was a specific group of people who were working under the label called Plagueborn that was created sometime in late 2014, and at the time there were a couple of members, but the founder was Necrofiler, who was also known as Atomize in the past. Along with him, there were a couple other people. Moth, there was also Osiris, then there was Cretin. Is that how you say Cretin? I think so. And then there was Cretin. So Cretin right now is not called Cretin anymore. He's called Apocryphal. People keep changing names. It drives me crazy sometimes, but yeah, I'll try to keep up. So Cretin, now called Apocryphal. So these people were also there along with Necrofiler, and these people, they kind of had a rough idea that whatever they were making at the time, that was not exactly Deathstep, although it was derived from Deathstep. Maybe initially it was inspired by Deathstep, but all of these people are big metalheads. They love metal, and they wanted somehow to include that metal-based influences and make whatever they were making more noisy, more experimental, and kind of extreme in a sense. And they started making all of that. But they didn't have a word to label it with. It wasn't Deathstep, obviously. It was definitely not dubstep, even though people say it's the subgenre of dubstep. But it was far, 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 far away from dubstep in terms of vibes, modes, and even the sounds. Initially, Cretin, or Apocryphal, call it however, he came up with the word hellcore. For a while they used it, but they didn't stick with it. Later, Moth was drunk one night. Nothing new if you know him. He was drunk one night and he found a word, but he'd forgotten it by the next morning. But luckily, there is something called as browsing history. So he went back and checked his history and he found the word he was looking for, and it was MINATORY. He mentioned this to the rest of the people in the group, the meaning being threatening, MINATORY being threatening. It kind of suited the entire theme of all the noisy, horror-related themes they were going for. So they started using the term. And soon enough, MINATORY kind of caught up. From then on, that was still 2014, right? 2014, early 2015. From then on, people started using it. They started adding more stuff. They started experimenting more. And you know what MINATORY is today. So out of all of these people, if we have to put the credits to the right places, the credit for the word MINATORY goes to Moth, but the credit for the music itself, I think it would be unfair to put it on one person because it was all experimentation by a group of people, and in this case the entire Plagueborn takes the credit. So Plagueborn birthed MINATORY, which is kind of ironic in a sense because born, never mind my silly references to born. So yeah, from this was MINATORY born. So where is MINATORY today, and what happened to Plagueborn? Well, something happened, I'm not exactly sure what. I've heard from some people, some references that there were some disagreements with the founder of Plagueborn and some of the other people, fall-offs, and eventually Plagueborn kind of closed. The only sign of Plagueborn that is left right now is their Bandcamp account. This is Plagueborn's Bandcamp account. They have a couple of releases, It's very hard to read given this the red theme, the red text, but yeah, these are the releases. The earliest release was sometime in sometime in 2017, April 27, 2017, Wither. And then their last release was July 31st, 2018. And after that, they haven't released anything, which is sad. A great warrior fallen. Because I don't think there is any replacement of Plagueborn. Maybe there are new labels that are doing things, but nothing that would exactly replace Plagueborn, which is sad. A great loss. Nonetheless, we do have an interview that was conducted with the owner of Plagueborn, and this is the interview. You can look it up. This is on Medium. I will leave the link in the description of this interview, so you can go ahead and give it a read. It basically talks about how it started, what exactly is Minatory, and you can see this definition as well, which is kind of not technically rich, but I think that was not their goal. Their goal was to give a vibe to Minatory and not say that this is supposed to be this much BPM and this pattern has to be fulfilled. But instead, they just went for experimentation. And even now, if you listen to Minatory, you know what I mean. So basically, it was supposed to be violent. It's supposed to be containing a lot of noise-infused sound design, chaotic metal, abstract structures and stuff. So that's what happened. And you can find a bit more references to all the things that happened back then. Their story as Plagueborn. There's a little cutie as well. I don't know who this is, but yeah, people wearing Plagueborn shirts. That's really nice. So you can do all of that research. So where is Minatory now? Well, it's still going strong. To the people who care about Minatory, like thanks to people like Influx, then there is Scarred, then there are Punishment, and even White Eyes kind of traverses between, he kind of fuses Deathstep and Minatory in a very nice way. Initially, when I started learning about all of this, I had no idea how to differentiate between Minatory and Deathstep. Even now, I have difficulty figuring it out, but I think I have a sense of what exactly Minatory has to mean. It's very difficult to put it in words. There is a menacing vibe that Minatory has. It's dirty, grimy noise. Yeah, I guess that's that. And it's still going strong. So, who's your favorite Minatory artist? What do you think about the genre? Do you think it'll survive? Do you think it'll flourish? Do you think it'll go away? What do you think? And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!